my name is Tom Hayes. I'm Director of Customer and Community Relations for New Jersey Natural Gas, and I'm your host of SCAN's Community Connections, where we talk to folks from the Monmouth and Ocean County area about the wonderful work that they do serving the population in Monmouth and Ocean County. Today, we're very fortunate to have Darcy Dobens, who is the Director of the Bayshore Family Success Center. And I know they do wonderful, wonderful work in the Bayshore area. And they're really operated by the Community YMCA and funded by the New Jersey Division of Family and Community Partnerships, which their services are provided by the center are available to all Bayshore community residents free of charge. So Darcy, it's really great to have you here today with us, and I appreciate you taking your time to really let our viewers know all the wonderful programs that your organization offers. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about what we do.
That's great. And I know we've known each other for many years, even in your prior life and all that, but you're always involved in the community, which is great, always doing great things, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact. And I'm happy to say I'm back at the Family Success Center model. This is the second Family Success Center that I'm running. We met years ago when I was running a previous one.
Yes, which is great. So on that note, tell me a little bit about the Family Success Center.
Well, the Family Success Centers are part of a network of Family Success Centers throughout New Jersey. We like to think of ourselves as a community-based organization where residents can come, find out information about services, network with each other, and attend workshops, educational workshops. We think of ourselves as like that aunt or that neighbor that knows everything and can help you solve a problem. That's how we like to be thought of.
That's really great. Now, how long has the center been operating?
Well, our specific center, the Bayshore Family Success Center, was funded after Superstorm Sandy. We've been running since April of 2013. The state realized that residents of that community would have issues to solve for a number of years to come. So although we were funded after Sandy, we are not a Sandy relief agency. Our center will be in the community ongoing. There's no reason that we would leave. The state decided to go with the Community YMCA, an organization that's been serving families for a very long time in Monmouth County, over 140 years now. The missions align really well, youth development, healthy living, social responsibility. So it was an excellent choice, and I'm happy that we have that infrastructure behind us.
That's great. Yeah, the YMCA does an excellent job, and I know Rhonda over there and other folks, Andrea Plaza I know, and some really good folks that do a great job at that organization. So it's nice that you're part of such a wonderful team in that respect.
I'm very pleased to be there. I really enjoy all the people that I work with. I'm very lucky.
Yeah, it's good. And I know even I attended some of the Y events there years ago with my kids when they were little, learned how to swim and all that kind of stuff. So we all know that the YMCA does a great job, and certainly having your connection with them is excellent. And I always hear about good things that your organization does, and we've been involved with the long-term recovery efforts since Sandy, which is critical for folks in these communities. Yes. But to have a real home-based organization like yours right there in the community helping them is really, really key, and you're to be commended for really all those efforts and helping our fellow neighbors come back and try to get back in their homes, and all those different pieces that come with a disaster and disaster recovery, right? So that's great. Now, what kind of services do you provide on a regular basis to these folks that come to your agency?
I like to think of it in a three-pronged approach. We have programs, we have events, and we have information and referral. Programs are actually developed in response to what the community tells us that they need. So some of our recent programs are Parents of Children with Special Needs Support Group. There's a number of educational components and needs that those parents have that other parents don't have. We've had a Parents of Toddler Survival series, which was very well attended, talking about their behavioral development and why they act the way they do, toddler nutritional needs, toddler medical knowledge. And then for events, we have larger scale events. A lot of them have focused around Sandy efforts because that's what the community needs as well. We had recently had a Sandy resource fair in partnership with the Middletown Library, where we had all of the Sandy programs, or as many of them as could attend, service providers programs, in one room with all their information and people you could ask questions to. So families could come in, it was a one-stop shopping, they could go to the table they needed, they could ask questions face-to-face,
Right.
and we had excellent feedback with that program. Another event we did in the spring, in conjunction with the YMCA, of course, and the Monmouth County Park System, was a resource fair for parents, getting them ready for when school was out. So any programs that were offered for children, of course, YMCA camps and child achievement, Sandy Hook had programs. There's a number of programs you can enroll your children in. Again, it was in one big room, everybody at a table, parents could come in with a bag, see who they wanted to see, ask the questions, get the enrollment forms, and that was also very well attended. I'd like to continue that each year because we got such great feedback for
That's
that
excellent.
program. The third prong is our informational and referral. That really is the bread and butter of what we do. We keep track of all of the programs that are available to help families. It could be government programs like assistance, it could be faith-based programs. All the faith-based organizations provide pantries and groups and different things, and then other nonprofits like us. There's a number of programs. When you're a family struggling with an issue, you might not be sure where to start, or you might waste a lot of time contacting the wrong agencies. So if you call us or come to us, we can wade through your issue and we can provide the correct information, who you should go to, and also help families as little or as much as they need help connecting to that resource. We have notary services, we have fax and copying, we can go to the appointment with you if you really need that. So those three areas are what we do to assist families in remaining intact.
That's excellent. That's a lot of information, and you know there's a lot of folks out there that need that kind of information, and the hardest part is getting to those folks and letting them know that you're there and all that. And the events like you talked about where you bring everybody into one room, that one-stop shopping concept, is phenomenal for folks. So they come out, they get to really see everybody in the room, and there may be folks in that room that they weren't even expecting to see or didn't even think about, and all of a sudden they realize, oh yeah, I could use those services, or I could use that extra help. And so I mean, that is an incredible service that you provide to that community, to be able to do that. And it's nice that you're going to continue that and maybe make it an annual thing, or do that going forward, because it is important. And you know, word of mouth is always a wonderful thing. So if people went to it the one time, we'll hopefully get more people to go back the next time, that sort of thing. So again, keep up the good work with that, because it is critical, you know. And as you know, because you're right there, you're in the trenches, people need support and need services, and it's great to have you out there providing them.
Thank you. And that area is actually far away from our centralized freehold services. So to bring events and programs to the area where they don't have to travel that far, that's been a big help to families.
Right, that's big. You're right, and traveling is often a roadblock for a lot of folks that may not even have the car. But as you know, Monmouth County, there's not the best transportation systems out there. So the fact that you're coming to their community is great, and I think that you're to be commended on that. I think that's important. So how was the center structured?
Okay, so there's 5 of us. There's the director, and I manage the operations of the center. We have 3 family partners, and the family partners work directly with the families. They do information and referral. They help organize the events. They take the feedback from the families, and we design programs. And we also have a community and volunteer coordinator. This is a key funded position in our program, because that person's responsibility is to be out in the community, to talk to people, to bring the information back, to organize our volunteers, to work with partner agencies. And we're very fortunate that we have that position, because it really links everything we do to the community, but also brings back the information to the center.
Right, okay. You know, just as a side, we do a lot of volunteer projects at the gas company. So if that person's ever looking for people, you reach out to us and we'll make sure we'll get some volunteers out there to help where we can, you know.
That is wonderful to know.
Yes, yeah,
I'll follow up with that.
Likewise, it's great. In fact, we just had folks out there in the Bayshore area doing some rehab work on some of the homes that were devastated by Sandy and all that. But yeah, so anyway, that just always sparks up when I hear you need volunteers and that sort of thing, you know. But that's great. Now, and where is the center actually located?
Well, right now we're temporarily using the Union Beach Library.
Okay,
but we
great.
hope to be moving to a new site in Leonardo very soon. I think we're very fortunate to be going there. How we structure our center, it's a little different than some of the other family success centers in New Jersey, which are usually plunked down in a centralized geographic area. Well, the Bayshore corridor, as you know, goes from exit 117, Keyport, all the way down to Highlands.
Right.
So each of those communities is a little different. They have their own geographic downtown area. So we had to think about how we were going to service all of these different people. There's different mayors, different school systems.
Right.
So the way we organized that is we created a town-specific volunteer group in each of the towns. And each of those groups has a town leader. The town leader sits on our advisory board, and that's a very important component of what we do, so that residents get to work on issues that affect their town.
Right.
And it speaks to them. And you know, people want to volunteer with things that speak to them.
Sure.
So they're looking at, they give us back information that's specific for those towns, and then we can create programs that they need. So a program that somebody in Keyport may need, which has a high population of seniors, may be very different than a program that Atlantic Highlands may need, which is a high number of families.
Sure.
So, you know, that's how we structured that, and it seems to be working very well for us.
That's great, because as you say, that's a long
Yes, it
stretch
is.
of Bayshore there. You know, a lot of us said, you know, you get off at the 117 exit, and it's a long way before you get to like Sandy Hook, let's say, and all that. So you're going through a lot of towns, a lot of little towns, and all that. So
As a matter of fact, we have outreach in each of the towns. So it is Keyport, Union Beach, Keensburg, Belford, Leonardo, Atlantic Highlands, but it's nice to know we have outreach location either 1 or 2 days a week in each one of those towns where families can access us.
yeah, that's great. Now, if someone wanted to volunteer with your organization, what do they do?
The best way to volunteer with us is to actually join one of those community town volunteer groups, because
Okay.
you are working on issues that relate directly to your family. And you provide feedback that we really need. And
Right.
volunteers do things that are maybe as simple as handing out flyers, attending a meeting.
Right.
They can set up for events that we have, maybe just signing people in, sometimes a little cleanup. You know, we don't make them work too hard, but there's a number of small things volunteers can do with us that are a big help to us.
Right.
And they get to give back to their community that they live in.
Which is great. So if these volunteers wanted to contact you, or anybody else for that matter, is there a way to contact you?
Yes, sure. You can email me. You can find us on Facebook. I'm D. Dobens at CYMCA, 732-241-7098. You can find us on Facebook, Bayshore Family Success Center. You can find us under our Community YMCA website. And there's you know, you can yell out, we'll find you.
That's great. So it's nice that you have all these different programs for folks, and as you said, the volunteers that you need and all that sort of thing. I'm sure if folks have extra dollars in their pocket, they could always reach out to you and help and
Certainly.
donate to you as well and all that, right? But now, do you have an idea of the numbers of folks that come through your organization on a regular basis? Is it, you know, are you talking about 10 a week? Is it, you know, 100 a month, or?
Well, that's interesting. We're fairly new, so we're building up.
Right.
I know we've reached over 700 people,
Wow.
and either through our outreach, not everybody comes to our main
Right,
office.
sure.
And we hope to increase that, double that. I mean, maybe that's aggressive. You know, I'm an optimist.
You know, I like that, because if there are people out there that need help, you want them in the doors to do that. So,
Yes.
so that's great. Well, I really want to thank you for your time, for being here. I appreciate your sharing all your information with our viewers. It's really important that folks know that you're there, and hopefully our viewers see that. And if they need the services themselves, they contact you, or they tell their friends, and they get out and help you, or you know, donate, whatever it might be. So, Darcy Dobens, I appreciate your being here again, and thank you for your time. And now we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back.
Now's a great time to make your home more energy efficient, and the New Jersey Natural Gas Save Green project is here to help. Take advantage of rebates and incentives up to $15,000, designed to make your whole house more comfortable, improve performance, and save you money. Upgrade your older, inefficient heating equipment, central air conditioning system, and water heater with money-saving, high-efficiency equipment. But don't stop there. Your new equipment will have to work harder, wasting energy dollars if your home is not properly weatherized, by reducing air and duct leaks and installing proper insulation. Call the Save Green Project at 877 455-NJNG or visit SaveGreenProject.com, and we'll help you get on the road to maximum energy efficiency and savings and explain how you may qualify for up to $15,000 in rebates and incentives. Call Save Green at 877-455-NJNG.
Hello, I'm Tom Hayes, Director of Customer and Community Relations with New Jersey Natural Gas Company, and your host for the second session of SCAN's Community Connections, where we again talk to folks in the Monmouth and Ocean County area about the wonderful programs that they provide. We're fortunate to have with us Beatriz Oesterheld, who's Executive Director of the Community Affairs and Resource Center in Asbury Park, New Jersey. And Beatriz, I want to say thank you for being here with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the invitation. This is a very nice program.
Yes, and I know you do great work in the community, and I know I see you out and about at all kinds of different meetings. In fact, we just saw each other the other day, and again, I congratulate you on doing the great work that you do.
Thank you very much.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about the Community Affairs and Resource Center.
Well, we are a social service community center, and we serve the community at large, which means that it started that they were only serving the Hispanic community. Since I have been there for the last 4 years, we changed the name from Community Affairs to Community Affairs from Hispanic Affairs. So we serve everyone. We have our staff is trilingual. We have staff that speak Spanish, Haitian Creole, and actually Portuguese.
Nice.
So we are serving the community all in Monmouth County, and we're very happy about it.
That's great. That's great. So those are the folks obviously that you're serving, right? Or the folks that, well, anybody. I guess that could be
Anybody can walk through those doors.
But those particular languages are the important ones for the majority of people that if they don't speak English, those are the languages that most populated to come in.
Yes, they do.
Right?
Actually, Asbury have a large population of the Haitian community. And then we have Long Branch, who have a large population of the Portuguese and the Brazilian.
Right.
So, and the Latinos are all over Monmouth County. So we try to accommodate, because it's very difficult when you go to ask for service and nobody can talk to you. So we try to be very sensitive.
That's great. That's important and very caring.
Thank you.
Now, your organization started when, about 1980? Is that what?
1980,
okay.
They have been in existence, and they started, I believe it was a group of Puerto Ricans that started the organization.
Okay.
And then they were a thing in Main Street in Asbury, and then they moved to have the location that they have now. We're at 913 Sewell Avenue in Asbury Park. And then we have a second satellite office in Freehold Borough.
Oh, great. That's great. And about how many folks do you help or assist in a year?
Last year we assist, believe it or not, 7,300.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
A lot of people, and we only have 15 staff, plus 3 teachers, so 15 full-time. So yes, we work nonstop.
So what type of services do you offer there?
We provide a lot of service, but I'm going to go with a couple of them. We have information and referral, which most of the agency have it. We have a job readiness employment that they come to us for 4 weeks. They are referred to us by social services. So the idea and the goal is to find them employment. We also have a youth at risk employment that also have 4 goals, which is to find them employment, get them back to school, get them to college, or be sure they finish high school.
Right.
Then we have homeless prevention that we help people with rental assistance, deposits, and energy assistance. Beside that, we have a second employment program that we help anybody, doesn't matter if they're coming referred by social service or not. So we do have several programs. We also have Sandy relief programs. We have the SHRAC program, which is Sandy Homeowners and Rental Assistance Program, and as of today, we have actually we have given out $1 million. So, and it's amazing. It's every person can get every family up to $15,000 if they qualify.
Right.
In addition, we have a Red Cross grant that we have that we can help with rental assistance or food or clothing or transportation. Besides those grants, we also have an obesity grant that we have a program that we take it on the road. So we have been in different places, and it's an 8 weeks program. We also have a senior program. So we are all over.
That's great.
And
great.
applying for more grants. So.
Well, here at SCAN, we love our seniors.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, which is
We
great.
have actually brought some of our seniors to get computer classes here.
Nice, which is
So
great.
that's really nice.
I love wonderful resources here
Yes,
at SCAN.
it is.
And again, I love those collaborations where groups work together to use
Exactly.
each other's services.
And that's one of the things that we need to do more often.
Yes, for sure. As we all know, budgets are tight, tighter than ever. And
Yes,
sharing
they
those
are.
resources makes everybody's dollar go further, which means we're helping more and more of our
Exactly.
people. So,
Also, one program that I can't forget to us, we have an adult basic education. Last year we have 9 ESL, English as a Second Language, and also civic classes. We have them in different locations. We have it in Asbury, in Belmar, in Bradley Beach, in Freehold Borough. And we're sponsored by Brookdale Community College.
Nice.
So it's really a great program. I mean, when I started 4 years ago, it was only 2 classes. Last year we had 9 classes. So,
Wow.
yes, and we're still getting stronger.
that's great. And Brookdale's a great partner, too,
Oh,
aren't
it
they?
is an excellent partner.
It's nice that these community colleges, both Brookdale and Ocean County College, I
Yeah.
know that they're very involved in the community and very supportive, which is
Yes.
important. You know,
We partner with
yeah,
them a lot.
That's great. You partner with a lot of people.
I do.
You're a friendly person.
I think the nonprofit, we need to partner more even.
Yes.
I mean, we partner with a lot. We partner with the Boys and Girls Club. We partner with Interfaith Neighbors. I mean, Brookdale, we try to partner with everybody.
Right,
So-
which is great.
It's the only way we're going to get out of and to be better and
Yeah,
get more
right.
funds and be able to
Right.
help more people.
Right.
My goal is to help at least 8,000 this year, so
Wow,
I
good.
want to get there.
Nice stretch goal, right?
Yes.
I'm sure your staff is thrilled with that.
Oh yeah, they don't like to hear that.
Yeah,
you
right.
know.
But you know they like to help people,
We
so that's
do,
good.
we do, and we have also a contract with the county, and we also have a contract with DIFAS, and so we do a lot of things. We do a lot of interpretation. We do parenting classes. I'm telling you, the more I talk, the more I forget what we really do. But we are doing a lot of things, and I think that it makes the staff feel good about themselves, and the community has really been unbelievable. The last 4 years I have been there, it has been a great ride.
Right, and your office is in the Asbury
It's
Park?
in Asbury Park.
Yeah, Asbury Park's really coming along.
Yes,
a lot of
it
good
is,
things
it
happening
is.
there, but as we know, there's still a lot.
Oh, there's a lot.
of
That's why we
need
have
and-
our Youth at Risk grant, and now this year we just got a new grant that we're going to be in school also. We're partnering with the Red Bank High School, the Red Bank
Nice.
Regional High School, so we're going to do an in-school job readiness program
Great.
beside the out-of-school kids that we service.
Right, oh, that's
So,
excellent.
Another partnership.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. That's good. That's good. Again, it stretches those dollars.
Yeah,
And it's
yes.
hard to get those dollars.
It is. And then, we also work a lot with Monmouth University. We get unbelievable interns from, graduate classes from
That's
social
great.
work. So we do. Last year we had 5 great kids. So we try to do all of that. I mean,
That's such a smart thing. I mean, so it's such an important part of being involved with the
let me tell
community.
you, our website was created by Monmouth students.
Yes.
And even my Facebook page, when they opened it, I didn't even know. I said, you sure I have to be on Facebook? Well, they opened the Facebook page for me. So, the students and Monmouth University is right here. It's a great partnership.
Oh yeah, it's a great university.
It
and I
is.
find them to be
It
very
is.
engaged in the community as well.
Yeah,
and
and we
if
like
you
them.
needed interns from Brookdale, I'm sure they get your
Oh,
interns
we
from there
have
too.
those
and-
too.
Yeah, so it's
So-
it's great. That's
No, it's good.
important. So again, talking about these collaborations and how it helps save money and stretch those dollars and all that, which is, as we know, very very critical. It leads you to the point that you do need fundraisers
Oh, yes.
to raise those dollars.
Let me tell you, when I started, they didn't used to do any fundraisers. We do a gala every spring. We do it in March or April,
Mm-hmm.
and we do it at the Sheraton Hotel. And the first year we had 350 people. And we honor, for people in the community that have done
Right.
really a great job. And then we try we do a wine tasting in the fall, so
Mm-hmm.
September, October, when everybody's gone back to normal. And then this year, for the first time, we're doing a golf outing, and I'm sure that it's going to be every year.
Mm-hmm.
My board really wanted to do it, and I said, well, I don't golf, but hey, well, I'll be there. I can serve drinks.
Yeah, right.
So that's what we're doing. So,
That's good.
we need that because, remember, a lot of these grants don't give us money to pay our bills.
Right.
And we need to pay electricity, we need to pay a gas company, so we need to have those funds. So we are always looking for some new fundraising ideas.
Right. Right.
So if you have anyone, you can just give it to me.
Yeah, right. I got you. That's good. Well, it's good you keep up that good work. Now, how long have you been with the organization yourself?
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
I just started with a commitment of 1, and I'm still here.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
I got, you know, one of the things that it was a smaller agency. I mean, we started with a very small budget, and our budget have more than triple. So,
Wow.
but it's a lot of work, you know, and it's very rewarding. I love what I do.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I
great.
like getting up and going to work. I mean, and you know, we're not that many people in our office. It's only 15.
Yeah.
I'm very hands-on. You can see me, you know, sitting with a client, or I can be cleaning the bathroom. So I'm all over, and I go to a lot of meetings with you. So
Yes, right.
But I like what I do, and
That's
I think
great.
I have a great staff. So
That's important.
that's one of the things. And my board is excellent. We have increased our board members, and you know, so I could never do it without them.
Yeah,
so.
right. No, that is critical. And
Yes, exactly.
You need a good staff. You need a good board.
And you need a good board.
Yeah, and that's good. Now, how many people are on your board? Just out of
12.
curiosity? 12, okay.
12.
And they're very engaged?
Very
and
engaged.
that's
And when
great.
I started, we were only 4. So 12 is not bad.
No, right.
Yeah, right. So it's and they're good. I don't overwork. Maybe they'll tell you I do, but I don't. You know, it is. They're very good people. I have people from all. I have doctors. I have lawyers. I have community members. So it's pretty good.
No, that's great. That's really excellent. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved in all this?
How did you get involved? I don't know. You know, I was born in a little island of Puerto Rico, and then I married a German guy, so it's amazing. And we moved to New York. And then when I moved to Monmouth County 29 years ago, I was in the corporate world. And then one day I said, you know what? I'm going to quit my job, and I want to know when I grow up. So what I did, I got involved with a small agency, and I was there almost 10 years. And I did lead prevention. And it was the Regional Perennial Consortium, which now they changed their name, but it was in Lakewood. And I love it. I work in 6 counties, and I did conference all over, and it was very good. And then I went on my own a couple of years, and then somebody asked me, do you want to apply for this job? And I said, no, not really. But I did apply because they really needed somebody to get out. And I said, I'll make a commitment for 1 year. And here I am.
Here you are.
So you know what?
That's
The
great.
nonprofit arena attracts you, and then you can't get out of it.
Right.
So,
That's true.
It's like, but it's good.
That is good, and they're very fortunate to have you, because
Thank you.
again, I know you're a hard worker, and you're always out there and always involved, which is important.
I go to more meetings than I want to go. That's for
I
sure.
hear you. I hear you.
So,
Now, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, get in contact with your
sure.
organization,
They
can you give us a
actually,
contact?
yes, they can call the office, which is 732-774-3282. They can email me, is boesterheld@carcnj.org.
Okay,
And our address, again, is 913 Sewell Avenue in Asbury Park.
that's great. That's great.
Great location. You can go by train or bus.
Yeah, which is
Which-
important,
which
right?
is
For
right
folks,
there.
you know, and Monmouth County doesn't have the best transportation
No,
system,
that's
but
why,
for those that
yeah.
can get to something, at least you know they can get to Asbury
They
to get
can
the
go.
services.
They
which
can
is-
take the
which is
train, and they
great.
can take the bus. We're right 2 blocks from it.
And then after they've gotten your services, and go down to the boardwalk.
Exactly, and visit the boardwalk.
Do you ever get down to the boardwalk yourself? Not as much as you'd like to, probably,
Not
right?
as much. We go to some of the restaurants, I have to say. I
Yeah,
love the
some good stuff
restaurants.
there.
I go to Stel Marina, Langosta Lounge. I mean, I do my thing during the weekends.
Yeah, right. You do your part in supporting the local
I love
businesses.
to go out to eat, so that's great.
That's good. I like to eat too. But so that's great. So 7,200 to 7,300 people a year you're helping.
year we have.
And the Sandy victims in particular with
The
all
Sandy
that,
victim,
it's
let me
really-
tell you, after Sandy, we that Wednesday, I call my staff and I say, we have no electricity, but we're going to go in the community. And we went out in the community. We partnered with Interface. We
Yeah,
served
great.
meals at the senior center in Ashbury. We went to Belmar. We knocked in doors. We helped people actually to go and vote, because the
That's
next
great.
week was, and we gave, I don't know, so many food, and we partnered with the food bank.
Which is wonderful.
A
And I
week
have to
later.
apologize, you got so much to do, but we're running out of time.
All
so
right.
I
Well,
do want to
thank
thank
you.
you for being with us.
Thank you
and,
for having me.
Of course, and good luck in the future.
Anytime. Thanks a lot.
And
Have a
thank
great
you.
day.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.